Got a tool review. This is a VEVOR or VEVOR. I don't know how they pronounce that. It's a tire tool, and it's kind of like the one I already got. This one that I have here is a Golden Buddy tire tool set, and I like it. And it's a carbon copy of a $600 unit that cost about this one cost about $300, and this is Golden Buddy, and it's a copy of the, I think they call it Gold Tool is the other one, the high dollar one, the original, and mine works good. This is a very inexpensive copy of those tools for about $100 on Amazon, and I'm going to open this box and see what we got inside, and I'm going to compare it visually to this set that I got, and I'm also going to go on ahead and break down a spare tire that I have for my truck. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what's in there. I'm going to need two hands to get all this apart. It's taped together a little bit, so put the camera back up, get this stuff out of the box. Okay, I got all the plastic and the tape off of it. As far as putting it together, you're going to see this with aftermarket stuff on a lot of things. There's little burrs that are not cleaned off. You just get a pliers and clean that off a little bit, and maybe the weld inside the pipe, if that gives you a problem, you might have to try to file that down with something, chisel it down. Got everything put together. These things look a whole lot like this $300 set that I got, and there's just very minor differences. The handles are a little bit shorter, just a couple inches, not much on both of them. Well, about 6 inches shorter maybe on the big tool, but they look a whole lot alike. By the color of this one, a magnet does stick to it, but I think by the color that this is some grade of a type of stainless. I'm not sure, but then I'm not. I do see a little bit of rust on it, but I don't know. This one is just painted, so it's hard to say. The bead keeper, which I don't use. This one that came with my Golden Buddy set, that one is metal with plastic, rubber plastic on it. This one is just lightweight plastic, and it's got a smaller bite on it, so I don't know how well that works. We'll see if we can do something with it. But instead of these, a lot of times just use a vice grip, or if it's a rim you don't want to scratch, use a vice grip with a rag. Just wrap the rag over it and bite it with the vice grip. If you have to, most of the time you can get these to just mount up without any help with these things at all. And the little book just tells you what you got, tells you what comes in the box, and gives you a brief description with photos on how to go about using it. Of course, there's plenty of YouTube videos on this type of tool set, whether it be this one. This might be the only video going up with this particular tool at this point. I don't know if there's anybody else that has one from VEVOR or not, or VEVOR. Somebody needs to tell me how to pronounce that. But the tag is true. Tough tools, half price. Okay, so that's all there is with that little book. It's simple. Now let's go ahead and break this tire down and see what we got. Take the valve core out, valve core tool. Alright, I just use soapy water. It's dish soap from Walmart. Just a little bit of soap and a lot of water. Figure out how much you want to use. Put that on there while the air is running out, and it'll soak down in there a little bit, help it break loose. There, it's loose. Now flip it over to the other side. You always start with this side up, the side with your valve stem sticking out. Let your air out, break that side first. You can use soapy water to install your tire too, but I prefer to use tire lube. Okay, that's broke loose. Now this is the side we're going to take it off from. We're going to use this new tool. Put your tool on the ground in this position, and you jump on it with your feet right here. And push that down in there. And lift this bar up. Okay, good. One side came off. Now we leave it hooked where it is. And then go back in there. Like that. This side of the tire is going to come up on top of the rim. And then you got to make sure that those two prongs, or these two things here, you got to make sure those go underneath the bottom bead. Sometimes that just happens for you right away. Sometimes you got to help it. Okay, what I did wrong was I didn't get the bead of this tire up here caught in this hook right there. Let me get that caught in that hook this time, and we'll do it again. There, it's on there now. Now, those two things with the rollers on them on each side, I got to get those underneath the bead. And sometimes that'll happen just by slamming this down. But let me go on ahead and do that. I can't do it with one hand. Okay, they're in there. Now I'm just a little guy. I'm 160 pounds, 165, 5'7". The tool works. I can't say if it's as good as the other higher dollar one or not. It probably is just as good. It works. Put a little tire lube on there. I'm not a tire man, I'm just a dumb truck driver. So I don't do this every day, just once in a while. You can't always just push it on. Sometimes it goes on. Sometimes you take a hammer and hit the bead that's not quite getting done. Now you can put this thing on there if you want to. What am I doing? Goes on this way. Put that on there to try to keep the bead from slipping off. Put this thing in there. Hook side down on the rim. You want to stand on this much as you can because you want the bead to go inside this recessed area on the rim so that it has room to work. I'm past it, I can't get in there anymore. Sometimes it helps to just have one of the old-fashioned tire tools handy. Not blaming this. It's just this one has a smaller point on it, and this one works good because it's just like mine. It's just that when you get to that last little part, sometimes you can't get it in there. They don't always take air without blasting it in there, but it went in. Well, that's that VEVOR tool. 1/3 the price of the Golden Buddy. 1/6 the price of the Gold tool. The top of the line, the main brand one. And I really don't think it's any harder to work with. I think it's pretty much the same. So, except that little red thing that that bead keeper, that's not solid, it's just plastic. Well, that's my take on this tool review on this VEVOR, I don't know how they pronounce it, this tire changing tool set. And I think it's a good buy for $100 on Amazon or whatever the price is going to be. Prices change all the time. I mean, that's what it is right now. It's like 98 or something like that right now. But prices change on everything all the time, so we'll see how that goes. All right, thanks for watching.